Hello, everyone. Welcome to Celsius 233, your go-to place for fiction book summaries. Today, we will enter the world crafted in The Guardian by Nicholas Sparks. The Guardian by Nicholas Sparks, published in 2003, is a romantic suspense novel set in Swansboro, North Carolina. It follows Julie Barenson, a young widow, as she navigates love, loss, and danger after receiving a Great Dane named Singer as her late husband's parting gift. The story masterfully combines themes of grief, love, and suspense, offering an emotionally charged narrative. Plot summary. On a cold Christmas Eve in 1998, Julie Barenson, a young widow of 25, finds herself grieving the loss of her husband, Jim, who passed away from a brain tumor. Her world feels hollow, her future uncertain. Then a surprise arrives at her door, a gift Jim had arranged before his death. A Great Dane puppy named Singer, accompanied by a heartfelt letter urging her to find happiness again. Singer, despite his ungainly appearance, becomes Julie's steadfast companion, offering her a semblance of comfort as she tries to rebuild her life in the small coastal town of Swansboro, North Carolina. 4 years later, Julie has managed to carve out a sense of normalcy. Working at a salon owned by Mabel, Jim's eccentric aunt, she is surrounded by people who care about her, including her close friends Mike Harris and Henry. Mike, a skilled mechanic and Jim's best friend since childhood, harbors unspoken feelings for Julie. However, Julie, still tentative about opening her heart, views Mike as a dependable friend, a constant presence she cherishes but hesitates to see in a romantic light. Julie begins to re-enter the dating world, navigating a series of mismatched suitors before meeting Richard Franklin, a consultant working temporarily in Swansboro. Richard's polished demeanor, artistic good looks, and attentive nature set him apart, and Julie is cautiously optimistic about their budding relationship. Singer, however, does not share her enthusiasm. The typically calm and obedient dog becomes agitated around Richard, growling and pacing in his presence. Julie dismisses Singer's behavior, attributing it to jealousy or overprotectiveness, unaware of the darkness beneath Richard's charm. As Julie's connection with Richard deepens, she begins to notice unsettling aspects of his personality. His perfection seems calculated, his attentiveness too intense. Small comments and gestures reveal a controlling nature that leaves Julie uneasy. Despite her reservations, she continues to see him, unwilling to let her fears dictate her life. Mike, ever the loyal friend, watches from the sidelines, his concern for Julie growing as he senses something amiss with Richard. The tension escalates when Julie decides to end her relationship with Richard. Her instincts, bolstered by Singer's persistent wariness, compel her to break things off. Richard, however, does not take the rejection lightly. His polished facade crumbles, revealing a volatile and obsessive side. He begins to stalk Julie, leaving her messages and appearing uninvited at her home and workplace. Julie's initial discomfort turns to fear as Richard's actions become more menacing. Singer's protective instincts heighten as Richard's behavior escalates. The dog, who once seemed merely a comforting companion, transforms into Julie's guardian in the truest sense. His presence becomes a source of both physical and emotional security, a barrier between Julie and the dangers closing in around her. Julie confides in Mike, who urges her to report Richard's harassment to the authorities. Though hesitant, Julie takes the necessary steps, filing a restraining order and seeking support from her friends and the community. Despite these precautions, Richard's actions grow more desperate and erratic. He begins leaving cryptic messages and unsettling gifts, each one designed to undermine Julie's sense of safety. As the situation spirals further, Julie realizes that Richard's obsession stems from a deeply rooted need for control and possession. His charm was merely a mask, hiding a dangerous predator who cannot accept rejection. When Richard's threats escalate to direct confrontations, Julie is forced to confront the gravity of the situation. Her once quiet life becomes a battleground, with Richard determined to eliminate any obstacles between them, Singer and Mike included. The final confrontation unfolds with harrowing intensity. Richard's relentless pursuit leads to a perilous encounter that tests Julie's courage, Mike's loyalty, and Singer's unwavering devotion. In a heart-pounding sequence, the fragile balance of Julie's life teeters on the brink of destruction. It is Singer's bravery and Mike's steadfastness that ultimately save her, exposing the depth of their love and commitment to her well-being. In the aftermath, Julie is left to grapple with the scars of the ordeal, but also with a renewed understanding of what it means to love and be loved. Mike's quiet strength, which had always been a source of comfort, now takes on new meaning. Julie begins to see him not just as a friend, but as someone who has been her rock through the darkest of times. Their relationship deepens naturally, blossoming into a love built on trust, respect, and shared history. Singer, ever her loyal companion, remains by her side, a reminder of Jim's parting wish for her happiness. As Julie looks to the future, she carries with her the lessons of love, loss, and resilience, knowing that even in the face of fear and uncertainty, she has the strength to persevere and the support of those who truly care for her. That's all for now, but if this book spoke to you, Nicholas Sparks has more waiting for you. Find them in the description or on Celsius 233. Remember, while our summaries capture the essence, they can never replace the full experience of reading the book. If this summary intrigued you, consider diving into the complete story, buy the book, and immerse yourself in Nicholas Sparks's original work. Bye-bye, take care, have fun.